Aia I kanani o Molokai la Ina bali veli o ke ko'olau Ahea mai ga leo hone I ke ahi la I ka makani e ke pue o ke awara
It is a quick 15 to 20-minute flight between Oahu and Maui. For Molokai and Lanai student athletes, travel time between these islands can take as much as 6 hours. There is only one high school each on Molokai and Lanai. These students have the highest transportation costs compared to all other islands. Molokai's athletic program faces a $32,000 shortfall, which threatens participation. Lanai High School faces similar budget challenges. Current state funding is insufficient. As a result, many athletes get left behind, and generally the schools offer less sports, substandard athletic equipment, and less opportunities for student athletes to compete. However, through their struggles, they are survivors. But like their peers on the other islands, these young athletes deserve every opportunity to compete on a level playing field. Their commitment to sports should be celebrated and supported. We need to create greater awareness across the state with key decision makers to help Molokai and Lanai with a permanent solution.
I think the general public is largely unaware of this situation because, well, Lanai and Molokai are fairly isolated islands. I also think it's part of our local culture, if you will, that you don't complain about things, you make do with what you've got. But I've seen firsthand how great a challenge it is for them to come up with the shortfall year in and year out. And I'm concerned that one day these islands may just throw up their hands and give up, and I just don't want that to happen. Those of us on Oahu and the other islands care about them and want them to succeed, and we will do whatever we can to support them.
For some, the first response and easiest solution to Molokai and Lanai's struggle might be to just cut all athletics, period. After all, for some, it's all about the bottom line. However, in this case, the ultimate bottom line is Hawaii's youth. Athletics is an integral part of scholastics. 8 out of 10 Americans say high school sports teach students life lessons that they can't learn in a classroom. Athletics are laboratories for leadership. They raise leaders for the future and offer opportunities for higher education that might not have been achievable otherwise. 95% of Fortune 500 executives participated in high school athletics.
Through my experience as the Hawaii High School Athletic Association Executive Director, I learned how important athletics are to our high school student athletes. It gives them a sense of purpose and pride in representing their school. It also encourages them to continue good work in academics and even in their behavior and citizenship, because without those components, you aren't allowed to compete. And for many of our athletes, it provides them a means to go on and continue their education, whether it's through athletic scholarships or through financial aid, because of the fact that they had a diverse background academically and curricularly.
Next year, I'm going to go to college at Wayland Baptist University. I got accepted for wrestling. I hate to see B's on my report cards.
I'm a graduate of Molokai High School. I currently attend Harvard University. At Molokai High School, I was on the swim team, I ran cross country and track, and I did golf my last year. Part of the reason we don't have a lot of high school graduates from here going to Ivy Leagues is because it was kind of like a glass ceiling, I guess. And I know that since I've started going there, I've heard that a lot of the sophomores and juniors and even seniors really want to stretch themselves, because now that I'm there and I'm doing well, I think that people understand that it's a possibility, and it really opens up a lot of opportunities for others.
I've learned a lot about leadership and a lot about sticking it out. You put in the hard work and you put in the leadership and you put in all that extra time and commitment, and the winning just comes naturally.
Athletics is very, very important to me. I never would have gone on to college after high school. I had no desire to go to college. And because of wrestling, I got a scholarship. I had the opportunity to go on and get my education. And most of my first teaching jobs were all based on coaching, my ability to coach. And so I'm very indebted to athletics, and I think, I'm a product of coaches caring and somebody encouraging me to do my best. So we need to do that with all of our athletes.
Nice out there, right? Okay, breathe in when you know.
I think it's really critical that students play sports here or participate in some kind of extracurricular activity. But sports are definitely the best because you have to work for everything. It's not something you can cheat on like a test or anything. I play volleyball. It's something that I had to really work hard to get good at. I never had any athletic abilities that people usually have. It taught me so much things like discipline and commitment, and it was really hard at first, but it's definitely helped me to become a better student. I've actually just committed to a four-year university. I plan to walk on for their volleyball team, although they're D1. There's no harm in trying, so.
I think for athletics here at Molokai High School, a very integral part of what our students do. There are many things that are learned through the athletic program that cannot be learned in the classroom. The finding of the self, I think, from a student when they are involved in sports and extracurricular activities is something that cannot be duplicated. And so athletics gives us that opportunity.
People, they say, Lanai is the lowest of all learning, but it's up to individual how you represent yourself. I see more people that don't play sports, they're into habit. It's because no one recognized them. Do the sports more positive. They come out good. The pyramid, the goal of success. One is you have faith that you can do it, and then patience and endurance and all the kind of positive. Your self-esteem will build up on that. There's a lot out there. This not only like after you graduate on high school in Lanai, but you have to go out and soar. Exercise what you wanna, your goal.
Sports and athletics here online means a lot to kids. We don't have very much to do on the island that's very accessible to kids after school, so sports, they keep the kids very busy. It keeps the kids in check as far as grades and keep them on that correct path to where it could lead to a higher education.
Our potential valedictorian is Norlin Cabonce. She plays sports, spring sport and winter sports, which is pretty tough for her, especially keeping her grades up, still being at top, even though she still plays sports. There's a lot of talent and dedication to do all those things.
I want to do nursing. I want to take care of people, help people out. I have like a 3.7. I'm the highest in the class.
I wrestle because it teaches you hard work, and I think that's something that a lot of people, they really need to be successful in life.
I've been wrestling mostly all my life, and yeah, it keeps my grades up in school. And if I wasn't wrestling, then I wouldn't know what I'd be doing, probably getting into trouble. Education is important because without education, you cannot get anywhere in life,
Some things that I take from volleyball is the discipline, the responsibilities, and the urge to do your best.
For me, I'm like the captain of the girls' team, so I kind of play a big role in being a role model for the younger girls.
Going into the real world, you learn that putting in all this hard work, it really benefits in the end, whether it's getting a raise at your job or just being happy, winning and everything. It makes you feel good. It gives you motivation to work harder. So it's easier to instill all of these values while you're young, and then you'll keep it with you as you grow older. It'll help you stay happy, stay active, and always push for more.
Not every kid is an athlete, but for those that are, and Molokai, money already here is so hard to come by, and it'll help a lot of kids get to that next level, get to college, yeah? To me, it's kids furthering their education so that they can help the community, whether it's Molokai or whatever community they decide to live in, and, contribute and be an asset to, yeah?
Molokai students have a lot of talent, but it's because we don't have the exposure to go Oahu, to go Maui, to go to other places where recruiters go to. We don't have the opportunity to get scholarships, to get scouted.
It's about the youth of Hawaii, not just Molokai. We struggle to give our students the opportunity to be successful and to strive in our really competitive world out there. All we ask is to have that opportunity to give our students a chance to compete in a global society, whether it be a career or college, and the opportunity to be successful in what they want to pursue in life.
Haina mai ka hapu